nothing to do to.
We're back, baby. You can't get rid of us. Blizzard or no blizzard.
Welcome
right,
back
Jim?
to Topical Talk.
Topical Talk, baby.
Got a musical guest today. We're going with a little bit more of a youthful look.
A little more youth. Hey, Jimmy, very good. You look like 20 years younger, baby.
We're with
yeah,
it.
20, you're with
We're
it.
with it now.
Maybe in our own, are we really with it, or in our only heads? Are we with it?
Maybe only in our minds.
In our minds,
We haven't been here for a while, so we thought you'd be interested in the
Musical?
9 reasons why we continue to come into your living rooms.
Correct. And thank you for still tuning in.
Why don't you
Remember,
start
we
off,
love you.
Robbie D. The 9 reasons why we still do Topical Talk.
Okay, number 1. This is
9.
I'm sorry, 9, going down. Right, okay. We're both...
starts off good.
Listen, we've been out of practice, Jimmy.
Yes,
We've been sick. There was a blizzard. There was this. There was that. No electricity. Okay, number 9. It's like David Letterman. Okay. We're both OCD, old comedians in denial. And that's true. I think we are in denial because we think we're wonderful.
Number 8, our relatives say we're really good, so we keep doing just one more show.
That's true. Actually, there's a cousin said that, yeah. Number 7, people. Are you paying attention here? Okay. Doing a TV show is the only way we get to talk to attractive women. Actually, that's actually true. Sad, but true. Janelle, is that true?
Number 6, we've been diagnosed as emotionally disturbed, and this show is part of our therapeutic outreach program.
That's good. Number 5. Finito?
We need help. Yeah, sorry.
We need a lot of help. Medication.
Oh, this is
maybe even
one.
shock therapy. Number 5.
One.
We're trying to be so awful, someone will pay us to stop performing because we're giving you people headaches.
No.
We're annoying the hell out of you people.
Think about it. Number 4, we wish to communicate with others, but we're too lazy to bother meeting anyone.
You know, that's true. When we're home, we just sit on the couch,
home,
watch TV,
and
maybe even it's an effort to call someone up on the cell phone.
And, of course, our favorite shows are right here at Greenberg TV.
Okay, where the hell are we now?
We're number 3.
No, number 4. Oh, no, I'm sorry, number 3. We came to town hall about a building permit, and we filled out the wrong form. So now we have a TV show. Look at that. Is that what really happened, Jimmy? That's why we're here?
I apologize.
God help us. God help you
Number
people.
2, we desperately need to win some TV award so we can dramatically refuse to accept it.
Like those big shot celebrities in Hollywood.
We'll give a speech.
They think they're God here on earth. Okay.
I'd like to thank you.
Okay, drum roll. Drum roll.
That's the drummer.
Okay, this is a safer hobby than robbing banks. There's been a lot of bank robberies lately. You know that? Yeah. Did you rob the bank?
Chase Manhattan Bank, by the way. Pushover.
Pushover.
Anyway, well, I don't know. That's what they've been on the news every couple of days. Let's
my
put it that
God,
way.
Jimmy, did you really rob a bank, Jimmy?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't rob the bank. Okay, all right, just checking, making sure. Okay, okay. Now listen, can I just tell you why I'm very upset lately?
Why are you very upset? You're always very upset.
I'm really upset here. And listen, I was giving Trump, giving politics. I know. Don't get involved. I was trying to get benefit of that, but now listen, something that he did really affected me. It took me years, people, to find a good hairdresser. Okay, someone to cut my hair. And Larry, remember Larry was on the past show, the hairdresser?
Yes.
Been deported back to Trinidad. So now I need to find someone to cut my hair.
Squirrely. Is that
It's getting squirrely. Yeah, I need to find a new hairdresser. I blame Trump for this. I really do.
Well,
I want to shave Trump's bird's nest on his head for what he's putting me through.
I believe that because of things like this, we need a new right in America, or at least an old right to be recognized. It's called the right to be left alone.
The right to be left alone.
The country's divided. I want to know what you think about it. The country's divided.
Okay.
My friends are bothering me. Everybody
Give me an example.
Everybody has one or two positions. Trump sucks. Trump is great.
The people, that's what you're hearing. Okay, the sucks is great.
Okay,
right,
so my response is please leave me alone.
Right.
How's that?
Enough with this politics.
People seem to have forgotten that in America, there is a very strong right called the right of being left aloneism.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, good. I was hoping you would.
No, I am.
I'm shocked to find it's not in the Constitution.
And you know what I'm sick of hearing now with all these awards, the Golden Globes, the what the
Oscars,
hell all these damn
the Emmys,
goddamn
the Tonys.
Tonys, Emmys, right? Every time I'm watching this thing, they're always talking about politics. Why can't they just shut the hell up and talk about the Emmys and the Moonlight and the La La Land and all this crap?
Public forum there, and they have
every time I'm tuning in, I got to hear politics. I'm only bringing it up because it affected me.
Yeah,
I mean, my head. He was really. Listen, he was. I have a scar in the back of my.
He could hide it.
And he could hide it well. Now I got to look for a new hairdresser.
Wow. Too bad. I'm sorry
They shipped them off to Trinidad.
It's amazing how the important issues facing our day have affected you so seriously in your life.
No, it really has. Very serious.
You can't get a good haircut.
These are serious issues. Forget about the economy. I'm worried about my hair, the way my feathers look.
Constitutional amendment.
He's laughing hysterical. I'm sorry.
The constitutional amendment will read, the basic human right of the people to be left alone shall not be abridged nor diminished by any entity nor in any form. This includes the right to say the following phrases. This we got to put right in the Constitution.
Constitution.
Okay. Shut the heck up.
Shut the hell up.
Mind your P's and Q's.
Mind them.
Mind your own beeswax.
Beeswax.
Old school.
Old school. I love old school.
Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand.
Talk to the hand.
Okay. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear nothing.
Silence is golden.
Silencio. Okay.
I'm hanging up now.
Hang it up, baby.
Enough is enough.
Enough's enough.
I can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Don't kill my vibe. And the ever popular rude.
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 Rude. Are you okay? Are we here now?
Okay.
One more thing, can I ask you?
Yes.
This is another thing on my mind. Beautiful, fantastic. Okay. I just want to know. They're talking about now, again, just one more thing with Trump, but serious note. He fired Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was running his apprentice show.
I heard he quit.
No.
The show ended. They fired the guy. They hired the guy.
They said Trump fired him because the ratings were down. So I want to know, is that illegal as a president that he should only be president worrying about that job, not also running a TV show? I thought his kids were going to take over that.
This is why I want to be left alone.
Is it illegal or unethical?
You think that is that important, that whether or not he fired Arnold Schwarzenegger, I don't know. Is he still a producer?
This is what the fake news,
fake media. Do you have to resign from a show when you become
I shouldn't say
president?
fake media. No, but this is what the media is talking about, and this I want to ask you. What do you think? Your thoughts?
Right to be left alone.
Right to be left alone
is important, and I'm going to exercise it now. I think we should thank them for tuning in today, and we should now introduce our musical guest.
Musical guest,
interview Peter Reiner. I think you'll find this really, really interesting.
We love Pete, baby. He's beautiful.
Let's bring Pete on.
He's a talented musician.
Great.
And I hope you enjoy it.
Well, I'd like to welcome our musical guest today, Peter Reinert. Welcome to the show, Peter.
Yeah. Peter, thank you for coming to Topical Talk.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Great to see you.
A pleasure.
And just to start off things, could you just tell the audience, what are your earliest recollections? How did you get into music? What did you start out doing as a kid?
Well, the funny thing is, I'm the only musician in my immediate family. Nobody else played an instrument, but I started off as a drummer in high school.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, drummer.
My mom used to say I used to bang on pots and pans. I guess it was a natural for me to start playing drums.
How old were you when you were doing that? Banging on pots and pans?
5, 6, I think.
Oh, my God. It's in your blood.
I guess. So I started off playing drums in high school, then taught myself to play a piano.
You taught yourself? Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
I can't read music. So everything I do, I listen to something once or twice, I can play it for you.
So you go by ear?
Yeah.
Amazing. True talent.
You also played the bass for quite a while, didn't you?
Yeah, I switched over to bass. I taught myself to play guitar, and switched over to bass because it had 2 less strings than the guitar.
Okay, oh yeah, there you go.
Simpler. And I played bass for about 30 years, I think.
Wow.
So
30 years,
yeah.
wow.
And tell us, were there a succession of bands that you were in, different bands?
Well, my main band was a group called Shadow Theory. I was with them for 10 years. It was a friend from high school.
Okay.
And he just called me, needed a bass player, and I auditioned, and I got the gig.
Oh, nice.
And
where were you originally from?
Romania.
Romania?
Oh, Romania.
Yeah.
How old were you when you came here?
Oh, I was a baby.
Wait, so I'm sorry, you were born in Romania?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I didn't know that either.
I never knew that.
I've known it for years.
Could I ask you something, though? When you say you taught yourself, so you never had any piano or guitar lessons?
Piano, I had friends show me on the piano. Guitar, I took 5 group lessons at Maspeth Town Hall. They had like group guitar lessons, and the guy had a heart attack or something, and that was the end of that.
Oh, wow.
And by that point, I had friends who were playing guitar, so I'd ask them, like, what is this, what is that? And they'd show me, and then I just figure everything else out by myself.
Getting
That's
back
amazing.
to Romania.
That is amazing.
How old were you when you came here?
Couple of months, I guess.
Couple of months.
I was a baby when I came
So
here.
now when you talk about Maspeth, you're talking about, where did you grow up? Did you grow up in Brooklyn,
I grew up in
Long
Brooklyn.
Island?
Brooklyn.
But a lot of musical action was in Long Island?
Basically, a lot of musical action. The bands I was all with were from Queens.
Okay.
Because
I live in Long Island.
I hung out in Long Island. I mean, I played gigs in Long Island with bands and stuff like that too. But basically, I hung out in Long Island. But all my bands were basically Queens-based.
Queens-based. Okay. It's very interesting.
And they had some interesting names. Heartthrob or
Heartbreaker was the first band I was with. I was playing drums for them, and
Arsenic Death or something.
Shadow.
Arsenic. Oh my God.
That's a great band name.
Not a band name.
Yeah, we have
something like that.
The crazier the name, right? Usually the better the band. Yeah, right. You remember, right?
We had like in high school, we had like a Sha-Na-Na type oldies band. We called ourselves Frankie Banks and the Romans.
Oh, cool.
And Frankie Banks is now one of the talking heads on one of the news channels and stuff like that.
Oh, talking heads. Yeah.
Now, somewhere along here,
that's very
you got connected with a recording studio.
Yeah. Well, my Shadow Theory did a demo tape at the studio out in Long Island.
Okay.
And the guy...
That's when you make a record to show to like record companies and agents to try to get business, right?
It was a demo tape. It never got past the demo tape stage.
Okay.
But and the owner of the studio liked the way I played, so he was putting together an oldies band. So he asked me to play bass.
I think that's terrific. Yeah, right.
And then from there, I wound up being a session guy for him. I'd come down early. And, he'd ask me, Pete, I need a bass part on here. Pete, I need a piano part on here. So fine, pop it in.
And you would do it.
I would never ask for any money or anything. It's just
that was called, this place called ECI
ECI Records, yeah.
And eventually you cut a 45 there. How did that go down?
Well, I always wanted to... Actually, I wrote a song called Joanna, which was the A side of the record.
Joanna. And
I wanted... I'd do it as a birthday present for my friend's little sister named Joanna, because I never liked the Kool and the Gang song. Sorry, guys. So I originally envisioned doing it a cappella. I just overdubbed my voice 4 or 5 times.
Right.
And so when I talked it over with Mike, the guy who owned the studio, he says, "Oh, we got 24 tracks to play with." I was like, I can't think of 24 vocal parts. It's like,
God, 24 tracks.
Hey, you need this amount of mics for the drums. So I'm thinking, like, what? So basically, all the record cost me was the recording tape of $150. I got everything else for nothing. Wow. It was, I guess, this was his way of paying me back by putting all
that work
that work that I put in, and never asking for anything. So it was just his way of paying me back.
Pete, you're
also
amazing.
Along the road,
yes,
you somehow got into collecting records, vinyl records specifically, and you were pretty far ahead of your time. I just recently heard that there was sales of 466 million or something, thousand, and it surpassed.
What?
It surpassed downloading in terms of
it's making a comeback. Vinyl is
amounts
making
of money.
a comeback.
But of course, how much do you spend for a vinyl album?
Wait a minute. So when you say 45, you're talking about those little records.
Yeah, the little plastic.
And then the big ones were what?
33 and a third.
33 and a third
albums.
So you're telling me that's coming back?
Yeah, it's a big resurgence. People are giving record players as gifts, and yes, people like the covers. You get to handle the cover. But what does an album cost compared to downloading it?
Well, I just picked up an original 1956 album by the Four Lovers. And that was Frankie Valli's very first band before the Four Seasons.
Okay, right.
I paid $100 for it.
Oh, well, no wonder the vinyl amounts could exceed some of the downloads because the prices are much higher, whereas a lot of the downloads are 99 cents, right, the singles?
Yeah, well, you got to read. The downloads are more newer music.
Right.
But I'm into the old stuff. I mean, I only have about 10,000 records of various shapes, sizes, and speeds.
Oldies but goodies, right? Oldies but goodies. Yeah, I agree.
And I think I heard you once say that what you don't have, you're probably never going to get.
Yeah. I had
right.
I had like a wish list, and it's like...
That's the rare stuff. Your wish list must be the rarest of the rare.
Probably. Well, I've gotten most of the stuff off of there, so I'm happy.
Well, I remember one time we were talking about the Beatles.
The Beatles? Okay.
And we were talking about I think it was Please Please Me. And bam, he burnt a CD for me from his record collection. He had the version with Ringo on it.
It was Love Me Do.
Love Me Do. He had the version that was a hit in America, and then he had the version that Pete Best played on. Amazing.
Can I just say one thing? Oldies but goodies, I want to just say to the audience, I think old school is far superior than the new stuff today.
Really?
Yep.
You can understand.
And I'm part of the new stuff today, and I don't even agree with a lot of the stuff that's happening today.
Matter of taste.
But one other question: my father and mother had a lot of these records. I don't even know all the names there, but there's a piece of furniture there. My dad just passed away 2 years ago, and it's packed with records, old records, 30 or 45s. Are they of any value?
You're upping his pulse rate.
Oh, pulse rate. No, but what do you?
This may be a gold mine.
Right. Okay.
Robbie
But what
D.
do people do with these? I mean, do they keep them? Do they sell them? Do they
A lot of
eBay.
give
people,
them
eBay, yeah.
eBay
yeah.
to sell? Wow. Okay.
It all depends on what record, who the artist is. Not everything is collectible, but depending upon the rarity and stuff.
Right. All right. I know we're winding down now.
Yes.
With,
now, let me just ask you a couple last questions. What are some of the places you've played at recently?
Right. Good question. Yep.
You play at open mics?
Open
gigs
mics,
around the county?
I do open mics. I'm kind of like retired from playing in bands, and I did it for close to 40 years. So now I just do open mics every once in a while.
You live in Queens area?
I
now?
live in Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn. So you do a lot of open mics around there, and
Actually,
Westchester?
no, I just do Westchester County.
Oh, Westchester County. Okay.
You work in
Okay.
Westchester.
I work in Westchester, so the open mics that I do up in Westchester, they're maybe 10, 15 minutes from my job.
Oh, I
so
see. Right. So it's convenient. It's
convenient, yeah.
Right.
Great. And some of them are Danny Boys on McLean, right?
Danny Boys, Heavy D's.
Right.
There's one in Hawthorne at Victor's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mohansic State Park has one for Bob Hill. And how do you find out about it? Facebook event pages? or-
Facebook event pages, word of mouth. I know a lot of people that do these things, so they.
So maybe other musicians too. Maybe if
Yeah.
they're listening or tuning in, they can get involved in this if they.
Now, last
haven't already.
thing. What is this about you performing in like a Nacho Libre mask or something? Like a wrestler's
Oh
mask?
yeah, what is?
that?
I've been hearing
Are
about.
you
What
on
is
the
that all
first
All
about?
day?
right, that's my alter ego, El Kabug.
El Kabug.
Alka-Bug.
Yeah, basically, I had two friends come down to an open mic at Danny Boys.
Okay.
And so I don't know how they found out about the wrestling mask, but I told them, okay,
You come down.
if you come down, I'll wear the mask.
Oh, you want the mess? There you go.
So basically, they came down and said, okay, Pete, you don't have to wear the mask. We were only kidding.
Right,
No,
right.
I said, you come down, I'm
You
going to
wear
put the
the
mask
mask.
on. And that's
So
what
the
I
mask
did.
goes on, yeah.
And the mask went on.
Peter, thank you
Yeah.
for coming down. We're going to ask you now to play a couple of your songs and take us out. Thank you so much for coming down. It was
Thank you.
great
Thank you so
talking
much
to
for
you.
having
And we would
me,
love to
guys.
have you again on future shows.
definitely.
More,
Would
play
love
more
that. Thank you
songs,
very
yep.
much,
Let's
guys.
hear some
God-
music
God
now
bless you,
from
yep.
Peter Reinert and his original songs.
And thank you for tuning in to Topical Talk today.
Thank you and good night. I wrote a song for my daughter, Kathy, and this goes out to her. Kathy, I love you. I hope you're watching this. And I'm happy to say she saved me for me, and I love her so much for that. So this is a song that I wrote for her. Have you ever looked into the eyes of someone and somehow you knew you were meant to be? Well, that's the feeling that always seems to happen when I look into the eyes of Kathy. When I look in her eyes, the world always gets better. All my troubles, they disappear as well. And I know I'll never ever find such loving. And I know I never will. Don't you know that there were times I felt so lonely, times I felt so lost, times I felt there was no hope for me. But you know that all seemed to change forever the first time that I looked into the eyes of Kathy. Whenever we're together, no matter where we are, when Kathy's in my arms. And every time I say I love you, the words just feel so right. She is everything to me. Was it luck or chance, or simple fate that sent to me an angel on all of my dreams? So if you ever look into the eyes of someone and somehow you know you were meant to be, that's the feeling that always seems to happen when I look into the eyes of Kathy. Don't you know that there were times I felt so lonely, times I felt so lost, times I felt there was no hope for me. But you know that all seemed to change forever the first time that I looked into the eyes of Kathy. That I looked into the eyes of Kathy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My next song, my next song goes out to one of my angels. Charlie might have had his, but I have plenty of them myself. This one's for Emily. She comes walking down the street, looking like an angel from the cover of a magazine. Block by block, wherever she makes the scene, the guys all gather round. Ha ha, the girls they all turn green. Sometimes she'll act like she's kinda shy, and sometimes she'll hide behind a smile. But behind that smile lies a 21st century fire. And Emily, she's got style, she's got grace, and she'll always get her way. Emily, and you will know right from the start that she's the one who'll steal your heart. And Emily, she comes walking down the street, looking like an angel from a midsummer night's dream. No matter where she happens to be, she has to be seen, ha ha, seen to be believed. And sometimes she'll act like she's kinda shy, and sometimes she'll hide behind a smile. But behind that smile lies a 21st century fire. And Emily, she's got style, she's got grace, and she'll always get her way. Emily, and you will know right from the start that she's the one who'll steal your heart. And Emily, and Emily, and Emily, and Emily. Thank you. Thank you.
As as a public service, we are now going to tell you certain things that when they're told to you, they should raise red flags. We will now begin. First one, do I look fat? Whenever anybody says, do I look fat, it raises a red flag. Number two, you might feel a little pressure, especially if a doctor says this to you, you're in trouble. Number three, there's a rebate on this item. Red flag, this means you'll be filling out forms for a month. We have to talk. Red flag, this means you're probably going to be sleeping outside tonight in the park. We are downsizing, but your job is safe. Red flag, you're probably going to be fired tomorrow. Vote for me. Red flag, you're in trouble. Now Rob will do his red flags.
Okay, continuation of the red flag bit. If you just became a millionaire and people call you that you haven't seen for the past 50 years, red flags. People promising you the world, but they want money up front. Red flags. Remember this, people. Okay, jobs or contracts that sound too good to be true. Red flags. People that yes you to death and they agree with everything you say. Red flags. I can't even see Jimmy. Contractors that lowball you for work they have to do in your house, and then all of a sudden, when they start doing the job, they open up a can of worms and charge you a lot more money. Red flags. If the police department or the IRS calls you on the phone asking for donations, red flags, people. Free meals or free lunch seminars. Pressure to buy. Jimmy, you hit me in the head here. Pressure to buy quickly. Red flags. Anyone asking you to sell a product or service to family or friends. Pyramid schemes. Red flags. If someone tells you they love you when they just met you 5 minutes ago. Red flags. Anyone that looks like Bernie Madoff. Red flags. Okay, demands of upfront payment, red flags. And one last one, fraudulent checks and cash or free cash or free prizes or trips on the computer. Red flags, people.
Red flags.
Okay, that concludes.
Red flags.
Thank you for listening.